When it comes to hiring, top leaders never ever go with the flow. If you think about what go with the flow means, it's often about status quo. You just go with the flow. You do what other people are doing. You engage in the same practices. It's the same flow, the same old thing. Top leaders don't do that. They enrich and they harness the flow of talent. Now, why do they do that? They realize that when a job opens up, that's a terrible time to hire. Work is already being hampered. Somebody has to do that. It's often the manager or it's delegated to somebody else. Interviewing and hiring are actually compromised at that point. Why do these leaders know this? Because they've experienced that before, because they've gone with the flow. Maybe it was when they were in another company and they reported to somebody else, but as they rose up through the ranks, they realized they had to take the bull by the horns and enrich and harness the flow. So in this video, I want to talk about how you do that. And the way you do that are the ABCs, because this is what top leaders know. They know that the fundamentals are key. Now, what are the fundamentals? Well, we all start off with the fundamentals when we're growing up. The fundamentals start with the alphabet, then the alphabet builds the words, and the words build sentences. And I don't care what country you're in, that's the way we learn language. Now, in the United States, we call those the ABCs. And I happen to tie that into this video because it very conveniently works. It's always be cultivating, ABC, always be cultivating top talent. So, how do you do that? Well, there are 3 steps that I want to walk you through, which are the ABCs of always be cultivating top talent. The first one is top leaders, they're always asking for help. There's nothing wrong with that. In fact, it's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength when you ask for help. You can't know everybody out there. So when you go to networking events as a leader, when you ask for referrals, you ask for that kind of help to always be cultivating top talent. So that's step number 1. Step number 2, they're always interviewing. I have a mantra, always interviewing, occasionally hiring. If you're consistently interviewing, that flow of talent that's coming in front of you, that's referred to you, you always have possibilities. That leads now to step 3. These leaders, they're always prepared to hire in an instant. They're generating the flow. They don't go with the flow, they're generating the flow. So they line up the talent, they interview the talent, they're ready to hire them in an instant. Why? Because they've built the relationship already. Those are the ABCs of hiring today. It's what top leaders do. They're always cultivating talent. And that's all you need to do. Regardless of the management or executive role that you're in, you can always, ABC, always be cultivating top talent.